Good morning. It's Shelly. Hey everybody. I just wanted to say thank you again for people subscribing. It's like amazing to me that people are just kind of coming across my channel and subscribing. So thank you very much for that. I wanted to give you guys an update on my keto / carnivore journey. Believe it or not, I'm making a steak for breakfast. So I have been doing intermittent fasting till about 2:30 every day, and I am finding that my sugar levels are actually too low. They're not too low like dangerous low, but I definitely don't have insulin resistance anymore. And they're like at the 70 range. They actually go down to the 60 range. When I go to the gym and I work out on an empty stomach, it gets just where I'm like super weak. And I was talking to my husband about it, and it hits this beep, beep, beep. You need to eat something. So it's in the 50 range, and that actually is not good. So it's working a little too efficiently. So anyway, so I'm changing it up. Today I'm actually going to eat some steak. I'm cooking it right now. And I'm going to wait a little bit, and then I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to do my electrolyte water it's called LMNT, Element. It has the right amount of sodium, potassium, and magnesium. When you're doing this kind of a lifestyle, I wouldn't say it's a diet, it's a lifestyle. You really get dehydrated, so you need to have more fluids because things are just draining out of your body. And so you want to tackle that dehydration with some good sodium, and it has to be good sodium, Celtic sea salt, not table salt. Norton will kill ya. Anyways, so I just wanted to tell you guys I'm down a size, so it's looking probably around 7 pounds right now. I am pleased with that. Inflammation's going down radically. I have no pain. I have no body aches, which to me, that's worth its weight in gold just there. I don't know if I could ever be a full-blown carnivore and just eat meat all the time, because I get a little bored with that, and I'm not a huge meat fan anyways, but I have incorporated a whole lot more grass-fed beef that's grass-fed finished. It's not just grass-fed, but it's finished. And nitrate-free bacon 2 to 3 times a week. Not normally do that either. Just a couple slices here and there. It has no carbs. It's super good if you're trying to go the low carb route. I have done less than 20 grams of carbs a day now for 20, I think today's the 21st, so for 20 days. Overall, I feel better. And so that's super good. Inflammation is a huge marker. So when you guys are going after this, whether it's, if you just want to get a glucose monitor and say you don't have any signs of diabetes like me, but you just want to check, you want to stay between 60 to 100 as a fasting glucose when you wake up. Mine's been in the 80 range, sometimes 70, even sometimes a 90. That's not concerning. But if you're in like the 110, 120, 126 and above, you're diabetic for sure. If it's over 100, you're in pre-diabetes, and that's not good. You want to get that down. So the quickest and fastest way to do that is going very strict low carbs. Another supplement that's super beneficial if you're not on medication. If you're on medication, don't just start taking this. It's kind of one or the other. The goal is to go low carb, and then eventually get off of your diabetes medication. And then you can start taking berberine. Berberine is an amazing supplement. I take it every day, 500 milligrams breakfast, 500 milligrams around lunchtime, although it's half the time I'm not eating lunch, and then 500 milligrams around dinner time. That really goes after insulin resistance. It goes after high blood sugar. It's crazy how fast it works. I've been checking mine, and it works within an hour. Like I'll be at 90, and then I'll take it, and it's down to like 70 within an hour. It's crazy effective. So that I wanted to share with you guys. Another one that's super effective that also helps you lose weight is Ceylon cinnamon. Ceylon cinnamon, you can either get a supplement or you can just put cinnamon in your coffee, but you want Ceylon. And you got to do one thing at a time, but I recommend if you guys start doing this, get a free 2-week monitor and check it, or just go out and buy the little prickly ones, which is not very fun, but it's really going to help you get under control. I have noticed that if my numbers get low, I without even checking it, I can feel kind of weak, kind of tired, lethargic, like no energy, and I'll look and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, it's at 60. So, then I know, okay, I'm checking to see if the glucagon is getting released from my liver to compensate for that. And if it does within, say, 10 or 15 minutes, then it's doing its job and it's actually burning fat really quickly. So I love this experiment. It's kind of fun, and I highly recommend it to anybody, especially, in the 50 range or over, because you've already experienced menopause or premenopause. you know, you've had kids, you've had stress, you've had life, especially if you have a waist over 35 inches. For a female, for a male, it's over 40 inches. It's almost guaranteed you have insulin resistance. So if that's you and you have a lot of stored belly fat, you really don't want to get visceral fat around underneath your breasts if you're a female, or underneath there if you're a guy, because it's getting stored around your organs and that can cause a heart attack and a stroke. So I want to encourage you guys, let's do this journey together. If you don't have access to a glucose monitor, that's okay. Just kind of do what I'm doing. If you can, do coffee with grass-fed butter in it or MCT oil in it. If you don't like those options, do heavy cream in your coffee and with some allulose. Allulose brings down your numbers pretty quickly within an hour, and it does that for 4 hours. So let's say you wake up and it's 90. Have your coffee with the grass-fed butter and a teaspoon of allulose. And then if you have access to check it, awesome. And within an hour, it's going to go down 10 to 15 points. If you don't, you're just going to start feeling like it. And then try not to have snacks throughout the day. Try to have 3 meals a day. If you can go intermittent fasting and do 2, that's even better. But some people can't do that, and that's okay. Try to have about 80% protein. 80%, no, that's about right. 80% protein, 10% complete fat, and like 10% vegetables. If you can go completely just protein and fat for the first month, it's even better to get things reversing. Okay, I just wanted to share this video with you guys really quickly. I am losing weight. I am feeling better. My inflammation's going down. I still don't have tons of energy, so I'm taking B12 sublingual under my tongue twice a day, 500 milligrams, and that gives me that boost, and I'm making sure I'm drinking lots of water. All right, you guys, I wanted to give you an update on health and wellness and to come alongside and do what I'm doing. It's a really good way to go, and it reverses all kinds of diseases. It helps fix your thyroid, helps with Hashimoto's, helps with diabetes, helps, you know, with menopause. It helps with so many wonderful things, but the biggest thing is insulin resistance, because if you're battling insulin resistance, you can have a stroke, you can have heart attack, and all the other stuff I just mentioned. So let's go after our health together. Love you guys. Have a wonderful morning.